Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your boy Crooks the Great, back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 4 video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing some fights in honor of Anthony Rumble Johnson, who unfortunately did pass away yesterday due to an illness. So we're going to be using him in both the heavyweight and light heavyweight division here in UFC 4. And in the first matchup, we're taking on Ciryl Gane. Now, normally I do commentary on the fights, but this video is going to be talking a little bit about what I remember about Anthony Rumble Johnson. I had known that he had been sick for about a couple months. I remember on the JRE podcast, Kamaru Usman talked about how Anthony Johnson would have good weeks and then he'd have really bad weeks, but he didn't really get into anything specific with what Anthony Rumble Johnson was actually sick with. But unfortunately, he did pass away yesterday. He was only 38 years old. And for those of you guys that really didn't get to watch him fight, this guy had some of the nastiest powers and some of the nastiest KOs I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, his knockout of Glover Teixeira, if you guys haven't watched that, I've said it on stream multiple times that's probably the hardest I've ever seen somebody get hit. He caught Glover with an uppercut and just nearly like knocked his soul from his body, man. It was crazy. And then when I do reference like how cage cutting should work for any of the UFC games, I always circle back to his fight against Alexander Gustafsson, where he went to Sweden and actually not only beat Gustafsson, but knocked him out. He knocked out a prime Gus. This is Gus that was fresh off of having that amazing fight against John Jones. Anthony Johnson went into his home country, cut off the cage masterfully, and just absolutely obliterated Alexander Gustafsson, I believe in 2 rounds, which at that time was an incredible feat. This guy, and as well as he was a heavyweight and light heavyweight, and at the beginning of his career, he was a welterweight. He used to cut a crap ton of weight, and even at welterweight, with all that weight that he did cut, he was still knocking out people at welterweight, which is absolutely insane. So it's crazy. This guy was an absolutely amazing fighter, but he was an even better person. In the interviews that you would see of him, he was always super respectful, always a super nice person, and somebody that I've always really admired for just the way that he handled himself. Even when he did lose, against Daniel Cormier, he picked Daniel Cormier up and celebrated him winning the championship. As you get a clean rock right there on Ciryl Gane, hurting him. Just breaking the block down just a little bit, but he was an even better person. So I wanted to make this video just to celebrate his life, man. It's really kind of crazy. These kind of things really make you appreciate the people that you have in your life, and it makes you realize how short life really is, to be honest. But we're doing pretty good in the first round. We rocked him a couple times, and that's going to be the end of the first round. We did rock him a couple times off of a clean pull counter, and then we got another clean rock at the beginning of that round. Now, if you guys are going to be using Anthony Johnson, you do just have to be careful of his cardio. His cardio is only an 87, so it's not very high, but he hits like a damn truck. I believe up here in heavyweight, he hits with, I think, a 96, 97 power. But I know at light heavyweight, he has 97 power, so just kind of be working that. Like right there, we hit him with a clean hook, trying to interrupt any combinations that he's throwing. Knock him down right there, push him up against the fence. We're going to get that free damage in with a couple clean punches. Let him off the hook right there. Just staying in his face, trying to get him to make a mistake, but he hit us with a clean 2-piece. He's bobbleheading just a little bit, so we hit that leg again. That leg is chopped, man. That leg is damn near almost gone. We might be able to get a leg kick TKO, to be honest with you. So here we're just breaking away at that block. Catch him right there with a clean 4-piece. Hurt him. Drop him right there with a lead uppercut. We're not trying to jump on him. Trying to break that block down slowly but surely. And this is a 3-round fight. So like I said, in 3-round fights, you don't really have to worry too much about his cardio as long as you really pace yourself. But in 5-round fights, that's really where you got to be careful. Nice slip straight right there by my opponent into a lead body hook. Very nice work. Catch him with a clean 1-2, drop him. Now, I know that chin health has to be super low. I know it does. But he's still fighting back. And gone fresh off his buff a couple of patches ago. He's really, really viable. And he hits like a damn truck as well. I believe he has 96 power. So, yeah, you got to be careful with that. At any point in time. Because he can change the fight. It's right there. Nice slip hook. Nice rear hook right there by my opponent. Now he's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm. So we back up, we reset. You need to do this especially in the heavyweight division because it's a lot slower paced of a fight. So that's really what you kind of just need to do. It's a lot easier to do to back up and reset than in other weight classes. Right there, another slip straight into a knee. Hopefully don't start knee and elbow spamming. Come on now. Looking for the finish. He misses right there. Trying to time out a powerful strike. He ducks the hook right there. We barely miss on the block counter uppercut. He misses on the kick. Jab, jab. Into a hook. Catch him with a clean calf kick. Hurt his leg again. I don't know why he's not switching stance in the southpaw. Feinted the straight right there. Go to the body. Then back up to the head. So mixing it up. There it is. There is the straight that put Gone away. And I knew that head health was super low. But clean, very easy first fight with Anthony Johnson. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the second fight that I do have for you guys here on the video. Now here we are, guys. We're in the light heavyweight division this time around. And we're going up against Glover Teixeira. Ironically, we just talked about this guy in the first fight. And we're hoping to replicate history. Because, man, this knockout in real life by Anthony Johnson was absolutely fucking insane, dude. It was crazy. If you haven't watched that fight, I'm gonna need y'all to go peep that fight out. It's one of the better ones, man. It's one of the better KOs I've ever seen in the UFC. I'm not gonna lie. So here, we're just taking our time. Like I said, we're not rushing, and this is a 5-round fight, so we do need to pace ourselves very, very well. But if we are in a position to get a finish, we're going to try to get Glover out of there as quick as possible. Because we don't want to let somebody like Glover Teixeira really hang around. Because the longer you let him hang around, the more chance there is of UFC 4 just kind of being like, oh, you know what? We're going to let him get a dub. So right here, we're just trying to mix it up, going high-low to the body. Right there, cracking with a good straight, but miss on the lead uppercut. He's double jabbing to close the distance. Nice uppercut right there by him. But I'm noticing a pattern. He's jabbing to close the distance a lot, and then when he gets inside the pocket, he tends to unleash a little lead hook into an uppercut. So like right there, he hit us with a good lead hook. So we're just going to try to keep the distance and try to slip straight him as much as possible to try to get him out of the habit of doing that. So there's the double jabs right there. He misses. We catch him with a good body kick into a good calf kick. Chopping away at those legs. Anthony Johnson does have good leg kicks as well, guys. If you haven't noticed that, he does have good, really strong, powerful leg kicks, so you can use those as well. He's cracking him with a good jab. He misses on his jab. He's feinting with a straight, then unleashes one right there, breaking the block down just little by little. But you see how I'm not overcommitting on combinations. I'm just throwing one, maybe 1-2, and then getting out. And then if I feel like he's going to advance, then you'll see me unleash a combination. But I'm not just overcommitting too much on combinations. Which is kind of what you need to do if you're going to be fighting up here in light heavyweight and heavyweight. You really have to slow down and pace yourself. Right there, catch him with a good jab leg kick. Catch him with another one. Just popping out that jab. We're landing the jab at a heavy rate, to be honest, at a very, very good rate. So we're not going to switch it up until he starts to slip. Right there, he hit us with an uppercut. So now he's anticipating us going to the body. So now we need to try to do something a little bit different. Maybe just switch the timing up on when we're going to the body. Catch him right there with a clean roundhouse kick to the head as he tried to enter the pocket. Hurt him. Now we're not going to try to rush the finish, but we're going to start to apply a little bit of pressure right here. Catch him with a good jab straight. Stepping back, retreating just for a second. Feint the straight, feint the jab. Right there, catch him with a good jab, but miss on the hook. So now with 6 seconds left, we're just chilling. We got the first round. Stamina's looking good. Right there, the first round is going to end. very, very solid work. We did get that knockdown off of the kick. Stamina's looking very, very good. We're not overcommitting on too many combinations, and we're not being rushed either. So we're going to carry that momentum here into the second round, and we immediately get a rock off that jab straight, go down to the body, and unfortunately it warped him to the damn cage. So we weren't able to do much work off that, but a great way to start off the round. Catch him with a good jab leg kick as he retreated. Now, a little tip for those of you guys that want to get better at leg kicks. If you have somebody that is pressuring you, you can jab leg kick when they're retreating. That's the best time to be able to land a leg kick, is when somebody is stepping out to reset. You crack them with that jab as we catch him with a beautifully timed overhand right there. Hurt him. Going down to the body, hurt his body. Drop him right there. Now we're going for the finish here with Anthony Johnson, but we're not going to be able to get it right there. We don't want to get into a grappling scenario with, or really a grappling exchange with Glover, because he does have solid ground and pound as well as really good ground control. So we get back up to the feet, caught us with a clean two-piece. But back to my point. If you guys are looking to add leg kicks into your game, if you're getting pressured, the jab leg kick on somebody's reset is really, really good. A little bit of a tip and trick for you guys right there to be able to work the legs on somebody who's just pressing forward. So here we're just trying to chip away at that block health. Our head health is a little bit low, so we just need to be careful and do a little better job of timing out our exchanges. Because he has gotten a good considerable amount of damage. Catch him with a good straight right there. Try to shoot for a takedown, but he did stuff it. Gonna back us up to the cage. But notice how his output has started to wane just a little bit, and he blocked. He actually checked his first leg kick right there. His output is slowed down. Catch him with another straight, hurt him. So every time we touch him now with the straight, he's getting hurt. So it's just a matter of time before we get this finish. So we're just taking our time, catch him with another beautifully timed straight right there. Hit him with another one. Jab straight lands right there. He's just trying to throw something out there to keep it close. He misses on the overhand. We feint the leg kick into a straight. Going down to the body, then back up to the head right there. Hit him with a clean jab, go down to the body again. So now we're just mixing him up. And we did get a body rock as well. So catch him with a nicely timed straight right there. Drop him. Try to jump into his guard. But he up kicks us nicely. So now we're just looking for a counter KO. We're not going to overcommit. We're going to wait for him to make a mistake as he tries to get all that damage back. So we're just staying patient with it. Breaking the block down. Break the block with the lead hook. Straight. Roundhouse kick to the head. Straight roundhouse kick gets the job done. And that's what we were looking for. That's exactly what we were looking for with Anthony Johnson. He committed to a jab inside the pocket. We timed out a beautifully timed roundhouse kick to the head and got the dub. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button if you're new, as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next one.